We are live and back home at the factory in Wake Forest as your Raleigh Raptors get ready for some in-league action against the Queen City Royals. All kinds of loud noises here tonight. It's good to be back. It's been a while since we've been back here. At the home of the Raptors. It's been a while since these boys have been back in their locker room. Looks like we're using 3 officials here tonight. And 3 is better than 2, but not as good as 4. So we'll see how this goes. I don't have a string on this hoodie to pin the microphone to, so I've got it pinned to the inside. We'll see how well that picks up. If you guys can't hear me, you let me know in the comments. No apparent injuries tonight outside of Rylan DeWitt, who's potentially out for the season. I don't know. I'm not a medical professional. Joining our regular cast of characters today, some familiar faces from earlier in the season. Enzo Marsiglia, number 81. It doesn't say his name on the back. Just trust me. He's wearing the black helmet, so you know who he is. And Addison Corbett will also be here, along with the regular cast of characters. As time starts to tie down, we'll hear the horn. And as Brady Scott dives mid-ice, he's okay. You never know with Brady Scott. Yeah. Your stand is literally right there. I know you're not. Time to clean up now. Everybody gets their pucks back in their bags. Looks like Brock Thomas paying the team a visit on the bench. We could always use a little extra coaching help. So some final instructions from the coaches. It'll be Brian Perkins in net today for the Raptors. In net for the Queen City Royals is a guy. And as is the way, as is Raptors tradition for home games this season, the handshake line takes place before the game, not after. Things can get a little dicey afterwards, so let's do it now while everybody's in a good mood. So the Edwards at forward experiment continues on another game, as it'll be Edwards, Keener, Lombardo, your starting forwards, Dagan Brown, and Cullen Fisher, your defensemen. And we're underway. Puck gets knocked back, covered by the Queen City defenseman, the Queen City goaltender. Jeez, I'm starting off strong. So 6 seconds in. Puck drop. Queen City tries to get it out. Kept in, though. Now in the corner, Fisher shot on net. Pucked away. Goes around both sets of players. Down ice. They wave off icing. Absolute crap. Wow. Sorry. I'm absolutely lost on that one. Dagan Brown takes a header face first into the boards, and nothing, absolutely nothing called. Coach Winter saying a few words, but nothing's going to come out of that. But this is an ominous start to this game. As Raptors try to get it forward, but gets knocked down. Goes into the ice. Amistadi has to look to make sure that they don't get chucked from behind into the boards with no call. Check back the other way. Edwards trying to get a piece of it, cannot. Queen City's got it. They'll go back the other way. Into the center, free shot goes wide. Perkins closes the slot. Goes into the corner now. In front, shot, save, score. An ominous start here for the Raptors. I still think they're a little bit shaken up after the hit to Brown. But the Queen City Royals have taken a 2-0 lead with a little over a minute elapsed in the first period. These boys need to shake it off. Put their heads down and play smart. Puck drop, we're back underway. Scott fights for it, goes out. Morris has it, loses the handle. Corbett knocks it away, though. He'll go into the corner. Gets sent back around. Fisher pitches up, he takes it. Drop pass over to Lee. Lee from the point, shot, left it. Lee misses the puck. He's got two people after him to chase. Take it away. Shot saved by Perkins, who covers. and a little discussion after the whistle. Do not touch the goaltender after the whistle. So we'll get a face-off deep into Raptors' defensive zone. Dropped out to the point. Queen City cycles it around. Gets tied up Stegall behind the net. He looks to break out. Goes down. No call. But still moving along pretty nicely on his butt. They go back the other way. 2-on-1. Blocked by Lee. Stegall. Interception. Into the corner now. They get a piece of it. Sent down ice. That's going to be an icing. We'll get a face-off back in the Raptors' defensive zone once again. 12:43 remaining in the first. Royals up to a 2-0 lead already. Going to lose the face-off. Kept in. Now sent forward. Goes off of a Raptors player. Keener has it in the corner. Stretch pass attempted. They got a piece of it, though. Now they take it into the corner. Sent over to the side. Lombardo will go pick this one up. He sends it off the boards. Kept in by Queen City. Pinned against the boards. Lombardo tries to stop it. Brown gets a piece of the stick. Now sent back the other way. Lombardo has it. He holds on. Stretch pass over to Edwards. Edwards has an opening shot. Score! And that is why that kid's playing forward. An absolute snipe from Edwards. And it's now a 2-1 game. You already called it a goal. So this is going to shock you, but the officials taking back the goal. Because why not? The horse shit's getting a bit deep, my friends. Edwards shoots that one wide. Keener has it. Tries to hold on, goes over to Driver. Driver has it, sends it around the boards. In front, bouncing puck. Driver will keep it in. Now that's out. Driver has to go back for it. Puck goes back. Keener has it. Drop pass over to Driver. Driver to Keener. Stretch pass intercepted. Shot goes wide by Queen City. Wraps around the corner again. Bouncing puck in front. Queen City attempts to keep it in. Amistadi tries to fight for it. Lombardo has it now. Lombardo just sends it down ice to get the icing and to get a line change in. Between Brown doing a header into the boards with no call and the reverse goal, the mindset of this Raptors team has to be not great. But intercepted pass. Scott will bring it down ice. Scott goes down. Official looked like he was going to bring a hand up, then changed his mind. Shot on net. Loose. Follow up. Still saved. Sent back the other way. That's going to be icing, so we'll get a face-off back in the Raptors' offensive zone. 10:44 remaining in the first period. Queen City back up 2-0 because reasons. Sent over in the corner. Corbett fights for it. Lots of people in the corner. Goes back out. Lots of board battles here. Loose puck. Perkins tries to get a piece of it. Stop it. Now intercepted. Corbett's going to take it. He sends it down ice. A weak, if best, icing call there as the Royals player sat there and watched it go by. Can't do that. That's not right. Brady Scott saying the same thing we are here. What the hell is going on? Tied up now. Puck gets loose out. Driver's going to chase after it. Well, contact on the boards there. Segal now fighting for it. But Queen City has it. They try to send it out. Brown tries to backhand it out. Doesn't. No. Stretch pass. Was not in a great position was Marsiglia, so that goes all the way down ice. 9:54 remaining in the first period. Back to 2-0 Royals. Scott takes the face off, tied up. Rogers tries to get a piece of it. It's Marsiglia who gets past one defenseman. He's got some open ice. Shot. Good save there. Queen City has it behind the net now, and they're going to go with a breakout. Queen City looking for the pass. Close to being offsides there. Now behind, but can't control it, so the Royals will send it back the other way. Goes off of Brown's stick, so the icing is dead. Driver has it, sends it down ice to Marsiglia. He fights for it. Sent back the other way, goes off of a Royal stick in the Raptors' offensive zone. Flipped out. Amistadi takes it. Backhanded pass, turned over. Pass in front. No one can get to it. Sent over into the corner. In front of the slot, knocked away. Dropped down. Fisher with a little body there in the corner. That wasn't a pun. It just wasn't a hard check. Keener tries to wrap around. Gets tied up. Marsiglia needs to get out of there. He's had a very long shift. Shot on net. Goes wide. Sent around the boards. Queen City keeps it in, though. Shot from the point. Deflected. Knocked away. Marsiglia is still fighting for it. In front. Whistle. Because, okay. Puck was still bouncing around there, so I'm not sure where the whistle was blown. And now we're going to have it in the neutral zone. Again, not exactly sure why the whistle was blown. Puck drop. Bouncing around. Edwards tries to get a piece of it, bounces back the other way. Queen City has it. Intercepted by Lombardo. Now in the skates. Keener will take it. He's got Edwards with him. Shot goes high and into the netting. So we'll get a face-off in the Raptors' offensive zone. 7:39 remaining in the first period. 2-0 Royals. Scott goes out to take the face off. Fights for it, goes behind him, and Queen City will take it back the other way. Into the corner, out in the slot, shot! Went off a pad there. Stretch pass intercepted by the Royals. Raptors having difficulty getting these passes. Perkins was arguing that the net was off the bearings long before the shot was made, but they still let it go. So face off in the Raptors defensive zone. Sent into the corner, out to the point, knocked down by Fisher. Bouncing in front, goes over into the corner. Raptors will chase after it, but it gets out of the zone. Queen City will go to chase after it. There's a blackout. Brady Scott with a piece of it. Corbett with a shot. And Scott goes into the net, but his shot does not. Got to check on Scott, make sure he's okay. Brady Scott not dead currently. So it's 6:56 left in the first period. 2-0 Queen City lead, and we'll see a face-off in the Raptors offensive zone. Scott to take the face-off. Bouncing puck. Goes behind the net. Morris goes to chase after it. Puck gets sent down all the way down ice. That should be an icing. Neat, it actually was. So we'll get a face-off back in the Raptors offensive zone. 6:46 remaining. After a tough start, the Raptors have fought back, but no goals to show for it yet. Queen City tries to flip it out. They do. Big collision on the boards, but somebody's got to follow that up. Luckily, the Queen City player just skated right past the puck. Sent along the boards. Marsiglia goes to take it. He's fighting for it. Good movement there. Loses the handle. One-timer. Swing and a miss there. Stretch pass. Brown falls. And Perkins discovers where the puck is. That was more dangerous than it should have been. But we get a stoppage. 6:08 remaining in the first. Face off. Keener will take this one. Sent the other way. Cross ice pass. No one can pick this one up. Still in the corner. Keener will fight for it. In front. One-timer. Stop. Cleared out. And Perkins is down and not feeling great. Looks like a little goaltender interference there. Just confirm the call. Nope. No interference. That's going to be a slash. It's 2 minutes regardless. The Raptors will have the first power play of the game. With 5:50 remaining in the first period. Keener to take the face off. Out to Lee. Lee sends it back around over to Edwards. Edwards holds on to the puck. He's got it in the corner. Tries to send it out. It's picked up by Lombardo. Lombardo's got the point. He shoots, goes wide. Sent out. Lee keeps it in. Shot on net. Reflected. Lombardo tries to get a piece of it. That's blocked. Edwards sends it around. Goes back. Edwards can't pick it up. Lombardo will. Goes to send it. Lee dumps it in. They'll go chase. Big rebound. Odd bounce. Lee will have to pick this one up. Sends it the other way. Corbett takes it. He brings it in. He gets taken down. A little interference for fun. Lombardo around. He takes a big hit. Sent down ice. Edwards is going to have to chase after it. Brings it back the other way. Edwards stretch past to Lombardo. Lombardo brings it in. Scott gets a piece of it. Shot on net. There's the whistle. A little frustration there from Corbett. Shots on net. But nothing going. 42 seconds left in the power play. 4:31 remaining in the first. Still 2-0 Royals. Scott to take the face-off. Sent over into the corner. They'll fight for it. Goes out. Driver dumps it in. Cross ice. Brown goes back. Backhands it over to Driver. Driver to Scott. Scott gets a piece of it. Goes into the offensive zone, but Queen City has it. Driver gets a piece of it. He'll have to go chase after it. Loses the puck for a second. Then sends it around the boards over. Brown has it. Stretch past to Morris. A little bit ahead of him. So Queen City takes it and sends it back in. Driver has it. Sends it down ice. That's the end of the power play. But that's going to be icing because the power play is over. And you can ice the puck when you're down a man, but when it's 5-on-5, you cannot. So 3:43 remaining in the first period. Still 2-0 Royals, but we'll see a face-off deep in the Raptors' offensive zone. Trying to get a view wherever I can. Face-off goes back to Amistadi. Amistadi shot on net. Blocked and then sent down ice. That's going to be icing one more time. One more face-off. Stigall will take this one. Puck drop goes back to Amistadi. Amistadi from the point. Shot deflected. Goes behind. Set back around. Bouncing puck. That was dangerous. Queen City will bring it out. Colin Fisher, nice check along the boards there. Separating player from puck. But Queen City retains possession. Amistadi will fight for it by the Zam doors. Always the worst spot in this rink. Now in the corner. Attempted to be sent out. Queen City needs to reset. They send it back. Pressure's on. Fisher will go chase after it. Fisher sends it around the boards. Scott sends it forward. Oh. Sent back the other way. Full-scale line changes for both teams. That one goes off of Keener. Marsiglia does not go off the ice. That is not his line that's out there right now. Big check and nothing doing. Cole Lombardo is a grown-ass man. picked up over to Edwards. Edwards has it on the left wing, sends it back over. Gets deflected. Edwards on the boards. Out in front. Keener couldn't get all of it, and it goes back the other way. Edwards catches up. Stops the play there. Keener tries to get a piece of him. That goes into the corner. Sent around out of the zone. Bouncing puck. Super offsides. Or won't call anything because why bother? Sent back over to Brown. Brown dumps it in. Edwards tries to pick it up. Scott gets a piece of it. Goes back the other way. Now in front, saved by Perkins. Now over into the corner. Sent out in front. No one there. Behind the net. Still there. Queen City trying to get it out. And that's going to be a tripping call. Because why not? Tough to see from this angle. So into the corner. Sent around. The Raptors have their first penalty to kill here. To be sent out cross ice. In front. We've got a whistle now. We'll get a rough. The retaliatory hit after the fact, we turn a blind eye to that. So now the Raptors have a 5-on-3 to kill. Wrong side. Okay. All right. Thumb down. Raptors going to have a big old 5-on-3 to kill here. Brought in by Queen City. Off the boards, Queen City tries to recover. It's in the netting now. Now the Raptors get it out. But that'll be the end of the period.
Oh, I'm well aware of that.
I should have helped though. No one knew. So at the end of one, it's Queen City 2, Raptors 0.
As long as the score sheet's right, it doesn't matter. I know, but it's. I've been doing this for how many years? Hey, it's the first time for it.
Raptors need to shake this one off. Queen City has had their opportunities after the first 2 minutes, but the Raptors have shut it down for the most part. But a tripping penalty behind the net, and now a questionable roughing call has put the Raptors into a 5-on-3 situation. For the next 1:09, and then 21 more seconds of 5-on-4. There, the scoreboard is fixed, and everyone should be happy now. So we'll start the second period going the opposite way as the first. Faceoff goes back to Queen City. They'll think about it. They'll enter. Zone entry there, looking for the drop pass. They do not. They lose possession of the puck. Again, tough on a 5-on-3. You have to be so careful with every movement. Out to the point, the shot, slapper. I think it went wide. Amistadi trying to clear the crease there. Puck out. Corbett's going to pick it up short-handed. Lee sends it around the boards. And now the Royals will have to reset. 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3 before Scott gets released. Sent in. Goes wide. Amistadi tries to send it out. Goes out to the point, though. Shot. Block. Sent back around the other way. Here comes Scott, so 5-on-4. Block. Sent down. Scott gets a piece of it. If he can get to it. Lots of stick lifts there. Scott keeps it in, though. Shot on net. Bouncing puck just goes over the crossbar. Shot goes wide. Scott staying with it. The penalties are killed. We're back to 5-on-5. Corbett takes a big hit. Looking for a call. You're not getting one. Sent back out. It would be Scott bringing it in. He's looking for someone to dish it to in front. Brown gets a piece of it, keeps it in, but still blocked by Queen City, so they send it out. Driver has it. He'll send it around the boards. Goes over. Marsiglia gets a piece of it. And Scott will bring it in. Scott's super offside, though, as he sends the pass behind him. As he comes in. Did not realize where the blue line was. So we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. 12:48 remaining in the second period. 2-0 Queen City. Stegall will take this face-off. Gets dumped in. Queen City has it. Goes down. Possibly looking for a call. Not going to get one. Marsiglia gets a stretch pass. Gets past the first defender. Shot on net. Bad angle. Bouncing puck. Brown has it at the point, swinging a miss, backhands it. He meant to do that. Driver tries to get a piece of it and does, but cannot keep it in. Sent back in. Marsiglia will bring it in. Shot goes through the legs, but wide. Driver sends it back around the other way. Takes a hit. Queen City goes back the other way. Driver separates puck from player. I guess it didn't go down enough because that should have been an icing. Stretch pass. Driver will take it. Out to Rogers. Shot on net, but the save. A little extra contact there. Rogers a little bit annoyed. But level heads will prevail. 11:48 remaining in the second. Still 2-0 Raptors. 2-0 Queen City. Keener takes the face off, goes into the corner. Edwards fights for it. He retains possession. But now Queen City has it. They'll go back the other way. Pass out in front. Good play there by Lombardo to get his stick on the player that was attempting the one-timer. Stop that. So we'll get another face-off. sent back into the boards. Lombardo tries to get it out. It'll be Keener that brings it down. Keener sends it over to Edwards just far. Edwards takes it off the board, sends it around the other way. Keener has it, sends it over to Lombardo. Can't get to it. Past Lee, so it's going to get down all the way to the other end of the ice. Queen City has it behind the net. It's in the skates. Neither player knew it. Puck set out. Edwards has it. Sends the pass over. Bouncing puck. Lombardo has it, though. Shot. Save. Oh, the opportunity was there, but too close for the shot. Good pass by Edwards. Great play by Lombardo to flip it past. Control the bouncing puck. 10:41 remaining in the second. Still 2-0 Queen City. Scott to take this face off. Goes into the corner. Queen City sends it around. Off the boards. Driver pinches up. That's going to go bouncing back. Amistadi will take it in their own zone. Sends it over to Morris. Morris avoids the check. Will dump in. Queen City takes it in their own defensive zone. Sends it back around the boards. They try to get it out. Amistadi keeps it in, though. Scott in his skates. Tries to stay with it. Takes the turn. Loses it. Both his footing and the puck. Sent back around the other way. Amistadi keeps it in. Big attempted hit there by Morris. Probably a good thing it didn't connect because those elbows were up. Amistadi from the point. Blocked. Driver, the shot goes wide. Officials keeping their eyes closed at inopportune times. Lots of contact along the boards there. Goaltender finally covers it up. Stegall will go out there with Rogers and Marsiglia. See if they can get one on the board. Puck goes back. In front, Marsiglia tried to get it. Brown tries to hold it in, does not. Good job there by Perkins to knock it away. Marsiglia has it. Can he get around the player? Cannot. Queen City tries to bring it back the other way. That's a dump. That's an icing. They don't take it back. They actually call it. Face-off back in the Raptors' offensive zone. 9:01 remaining in the second, I think. It's 4-1 or 9:01. I'll let you know in 2 seconds. Face-off goes back. Kept in. Yeah, it was 9:01. Rogers goes back for the puck. Sends it over to Fisher. Fisher has it behind the net. He's got a lot of traffic there with him, but he brings it out. So he's got some space. Cross ice pass to Marsiglia. He loses the handle. Puck gets sent down ice. Picked up. Good play there by the Queen City. Raptors have it. Big center ice hit. But the Raptors still have the puck. Marsiglia with a shot. It's blocked. He'll go follow it up. Puts it out in front. Bouncing puck. The Royals have it. They'll go back the other way. Good play there by Brown to get the puck away from the charging player. Now goes into the corner off of the goal. Marsiglia has it in the corner. He'll go to skate it out. and he dumps it down ice. That's going to be an icing. That'll get line changes. Again, line changes harder to do in the second period because you're on the opposite side of the ice. So sometimes you need to have a little bit of icing. 7:49 remaining in the second. 2-0 Queen City. Puck drop out to the point. Shot blocked by Perkins. Second shot swallowed up by Perkins. And a stoppage. Puck goes out. No hands out. Oh, good block there by Edwards. Shot goes high. In front, Edwards misses the puck. Amistadi keeps it in. Edwards behind the net. He's holding on to it. Over to Keener. Keener has it. Gets it over to Lombardo. Shot. Bouncing puck. Immediately, the whistle is blown when the goal goes off the pegs. How convenient. Lombardo puts it on net. Can't. That goes wide. Lombardo puts it on net. Blocked. That's going to get out of the zone. Lee drops it in. Everybody's onside now. He was literally onside. Edwards fights for it. That goes around the other way. Lee pinches up. Picked up. Now it's out. We've got a breakout. Pass over. Goes wide. Gets sent around the other way behind the net. Queen City has it. Lombardo tries to get a stick on it. Is out. Shot. Blocked. Now in the corner. Amistadi fights for a great save there by Perkins. Lombardo's got to get it out of there. Puck goes out. A save. Lee with a little bit of frustration there in the crease. Perkins went down. So we know now why Lee was frustrated as the Queen City player goes in to first slash. Perkins looks to be okay, although he doesn't have a water bottle. That's unfortunate. Pucks that in. Goes out to Edwards. The slapper shot. Scooped up. Good play there. Puck on its side, but Edwards still had the slapper. Possibly looking for a deflection. Scott will take the face-off again as the Raptors on the power play. Puck goes out. Driver sends it on net. Kicked wide. Scott has it. He'll hold on to it. Queen City tries to get it out. Kept in by Edwards. Edwards' slapper goes wide. Scott has it along the boards. He sends it around the other way. Cross ice over to Driver. Driver will bring it in front. Score! Wait. Let's make sure this counts. The official seems to actually be saying that it is a goal. So this one will count. Who the hell is 24? We don't. And we go on a mission to find out who scored. Drinks. Addison Corbett, number 44, credited with the goal. Got it. I went straight to the backup open. Hand is up. So we're going to see a penalty on the Raptors. Did not see it as I was attempting to figure out who scored the goal. But with the delayed penalty, the Raptors will be on the kill. Cross check from Stegall. And the Raptors will go on to kill. 4:39 remaining in the second period. 2-1 Queen City. Puck sent down ice. Goaltender attempts to pick it up, but sent around the boards. Keener will go grab it. So he'll fight for it along the boards. Keener still has it. He goes down, gets knocked in. Amistadi dumps it in. And the trip. Good play there by Keener to draw the trip. And we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for a minute 32. Keener takes the face off. Goes over out to the point. Attempted to go over to Amistadi. Amistadi will pick it up. Shot on net. Goes high, blocked, and gloved by the Royals. 4:03 left in the second period. 1:24 left of 4-on-4 hockey. And then a little less than 30 seconds of a power play if we continue along that direction. Puck sent in, gets out. Fisher takes it, flips it forward. Royals pick it up, though, and they'll bring it in. Shot on net, picked up by Perkins. Good backhand shot there by Queen City, but nothing doing. 3:46 remaining in the second. Still 2-1. Still 4-on-4 hockey. Tied up into the corner, out to the point. Intercepted there. Now tied up. Lee has it. He tries to flip it out. It'll be Keener that picks it up. He'll send it over to Lombardo. Lombardo's got some open ice, but he loses the handle. Sent off the boards. The Royals will go back the other way. Goes back along the boards. Keener will pick this one up. He pins it. Goes back the other way. Queen City has it. Goes out to the point, but blocked. Lee has it. Sends it out. Queen City can't keep it in, so it goes to mid-ice. Queen City attempts to get back onside, but cannot. Style points, yes, but successful, no. So 9 seconds left on the penalties to go, and then we'll have 28 seconds of a Raptors power play. Sent out, Raptors have it. Sent across ice. Pass over to Corbett. Corbett brings it in. And now we're on the power play. Scott has it in the corner. He'll fight for it. No call either way there. Fisher sends it around. Nope, goes over to Scott. Scott takes it, sends it over. Morris tries to bowl in there. Can't get to it. Fisher keeps it in. Scott has it. Score! The puck slides in. Wait, let's see. For the second time in this game, the goal is waved off. So a lot of discussion on the ice here, trying to attempt to explain why we're letting this one not count. Maybe I'll get an explanation later, but bouncing puck kept in by Driver. Sent in. That's sent out all the way down ice. That's going to be icing. 1:56 remaining in the second period. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. The Raptors should be potentially leading 3-2, but they're technically down 2-1 to Queen City. Tied up. Now Queen City sends it along the boards. Queen City has it. Mid-ice. Scott with a check. Player stays down. Happened right in front of an official. There was no call from the official that was staring right at it, so we'll continue play. Scott sends the face-off in, but puck goes high in the air. Perkins gloves it, and we'll get another face-off. Scott gets it, sends it over. Shot on net, covered by Perkins. Again, Royals taking liberties with the goaltender. Gets a shove for there. Anyway. Stopped in front. Offsides, but it doesn't matter anyways. The Raptors bring it back the other way. Morris over, but Hughes the handle. Driver keeps it in. Goes over to Fisher. Fisher has it in the corner, brings it out in front. A save at a stoppage. 1:07 remaining in the second period. Stegall will take the face-off here. Goes out to Amistadi at the point. Shot. Or Siglia tries to get a piece of it. Stegall fights for it. He gets tied up along the boards. Queen City will take it the other way. Stretch pass. Lee gets it away. Goes along the boards behind the net. Knocked away. Raptors have it. Too much thought there on that one. Stegall has it. Has it taken away. Shot on net. Easy save for Perkins. And we get a stoppage. 25 seconds remaining in the second. The score on the scoreboard says 2-1 Queen City. Quick shot on net. Quick swallow up by Perkins, and we'll try this again. Face-off taken by the Raptors. They'll bring it down ice. Rogers has it. Big check there. Sent down. Lee sends it down ice. No icing, so they'll go after it. Stegall tries to get it out in front, but time elapses. At the end of 2, the scoreboard says Queen City 2, Raptors 1. But when you watch this game, when you get home later, well, you're probably home right now watching this, but when you watch it again, and you go, man, I wonder if those goals actually should have counted, you'll find your answer. Still never got the explanation on the latest goal that was not allowed. Still amusing to me that we managed to have 2 goals get called goals, only to have the other official come over and wave it off, who had the worst angle. But what do I know? I just hold a tiny microphone. So we'll have one more period to play. And because of curfew, we have 11 minutes. Tick, 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 tick. Curfews are real. You got to make sure those beer leaguers can play on time. Tied up, sent back. Goes along the boards. Driver keeps it in. Sent back around. Now out of the zone. Edwards had the pressure. Sent off the boards. Oh yeah, I swear they're calling offsides, but yet they're not then calling it. They're saying the word. Anyway, behind the net. Now in front. Perkins covers. We'll get a whistle. Sent around, bouncing puck. In the skates. Shot on net. Second shot. Still blocked by Perkins. Flipped out. Corbett tries to get a piece of it. Bounces off the stick, though. But Corbett knocks it forward. Still tied up. On the boards. Goes back. Scott will pick this one up. He looks to make sure everyone gets onside. Then dumps it in. Scott has it along the boards. He'll fight for it, as will Morris. But the puck gets out. Whenever it's 2-on-1, there's a good chance that the other team is going to take it. But whistle. That's going to be a Queen City penalty. Another slash. So much slashing. And the Raptors will have 2 minutes of a power play. Scott to take the face off. Scott sent out of the face-off circle, so it will be Corbett to take the face-off. Bouncing puck in the corner. Edwards gets a piece of it. Sent in. Loose. In front. Still loose. How? Don't know. Still kept in. Bouncing puck in front. Hand pass. Uncalled. Picked up. Still kept in by Scott. Edwards will take it along the boards. High shot. Fisher has it. He'll put it on net. Loose puck. But covered up by the goaltender. 9:08 left in the third. 1:25 remaining on the power play. Scott to take this face off again. Tied up, sent back. Driver can't handle it. Shot on net. Sticked away by Perkins. Now sent along the boards the other way. Corbett will pick this one up. Corbett will attempt to pick this one up. Now he sends it across ice. Intercepted by Queen City. Was in they'll dump in front. They send it along the boards. Kept out at mid-ice. They'll dump. No icing. Official stops the pass. Comment there somewhere. Dumped in. Queen City has it. They'll attempt to send it back the other way. Edwards skates in. Shot. Blocked. And now sent back the other way. Bouncing puck. Edwards sends it over to the driver. Driver gets a piece of it. He'll skate in. Loses the handle. Rogers dumps it. Even strength now as the penalty is killed. They'll go back the other way. And lost an edge. Oh. A bit of luck there for the Raptors as Dagan Brown lost an edge. So it's a 2-on-0 breakaway, but Queen City unable to capitalize. 7:31 remaining in the third period. The scoreboard says 2-1 Queen City. Face off in the Raptors defensive zone. Bouncing puck. Rogers gets a shoulder in. But puck still stays in the Raptors defensive zone. Picked up, sent out. Queen City takes it in their defensive zone. They send it across ice. Rogers gets a piece of it. Sent back. Queen City goes the other way. They'll dump. They'll chase. Brown takes it off the boards. Sends it around. Queen City picks it up off the boards. But Stegall will take it away from him. Send it around. Icing waved off. Amistadi has it. Gets tied up. Goes cross ice. Queen City will bring it in. Brown will go chase after it. Now behind the net. Sent out to the point. Shot goes high. Bouncing puck. Score! Rogers arguing his point. So not sure what the argument is in regards to why that shouldn't have been a goal. Anyway, stretch pass. Gets past. Shot. Save there. Beauty of a save. Edwards has some open ice. He gets interfered with. No call. How many times can you check a player after they lose the puck? 1, 2, 3? Who knows? Oh my God. All right. Keener takes it. Goes back around the other way. Fisher will chase after it. A true uphill battle here for the Raptors. Queen City will do the entry. Drop pass. Contact that goes into the corner. Edwards takes the check up high. That just makes him stronger. Dumped in. Edwards goes after it. He goes to take the puck away. Scott gets a piece of it, tries to keep it in. Fight along the boards. Morris sends it on net. Shot. Two cross checks. Two cross checks from behind. And a trip. No call. Literally, you can watch a cross-check happen 2 times in the crease after the whistle, and you don't make the call. Absolute horseshit. I will use the language. I do not care. Face-off in the Raptors' offensive zone. The ice is definitely tilted in this one. Sent down ice. Oh shit, we actually got a call. It's icing, but it's still a call. I'm sorry for language. 2 cross checks or 3?
Too many. My wrist hurts. I don't know what affiliation has its cross-checking cut. That's an observation. I didn't even focus on it.
Puck gets out. Driver has it. We'll send it back the other way. Morris gets a piece of it. Sent in. Waved off.
Go.
Scott has it mid-ice. He will bring it in himself. Brings it behind the net. Loses the handle. Goes to pick it back up. Out to the point. Driver. With the move, the shot goes wide. Sent down ice. Waved off. Because why not? Official in the way, because that happens. That will be icing now. So with 3:11 remaining, 3-1 Queen City. At this point, it's hard to even try. Puck drop tied up. Bounces over the stick. Lee sends it forward. Now gets picked off. Sent back the other way by Queen City. Cross ice, Marsiglia intercepts. Rogers can't keep it up. She's sent in. No icing. Enzo Marsiglia tries to catch up to it. Goes off of the player. Stegall fights for it. Sent cross ice. Amistadi will have to go chase. Blocks it. But picked up by Queen City. But shot goes off the net. Rogers, big hit there. Puck kept in. Stretch pass, Marsiglia has it. Open ice. Marsiglia attempts to pass it. Like it's intercepted. Fisher has it. Into the skates. On net. Let's see if we get anything out of this. As the goaltender comes out of the crease for the cross check. He needs 2. He should get 4. He won't get any. So the Raptors have pulled the goaltender, which will go poorly. So 4-1 the score. Skeeter goes after it. Sent back around the other way. Brown keeps it in. Goes off of his skate. Scott has it. Shot. Why are we calling things now? So coinciding for the last 1:17 left in the game. Why not? We've descended into chaos. Shot in front of the net. Doesn't matter. The driver has it. They're just trying to avoid injury at this point. Goaltender covers it. Surprisingly, doesn't slash anyone while he's down there. Wait, there we go. So we'll see what comes out of this. So there's a ton of penalties going on right now. I think. I don't know. So driver gets a 5 in a game because why the hell not at this point? Yeah, I know, but it never should have gotten to this point in the first place. When you're letting when you let that stuff go for one team but not for the other, frustrations build. So driver will not be playing tomorrow. He'll have to serve a mandatory 1-game suspension. On net, Keener will take it, bring it back the other way. Keener brings it in. Shot by Corbett. Shockingly, no cross checks after the whistle. 30.8 seconds left. 4-on-3 here. 5-minute major on driver, and then two 2-minute minors on Queen City. Cross ice, Amasadi has it, shot on net, deflected, goes high. 5 seconds remaining. Out to Lee. Lee shoots wide. Game over. What an absolute... No, not saying it. We have to do this again tomorrow. Don't touch our players. So that's it. 4-1 Queen City. 2 disallowed goals. And just an absolute mess of officiating. I know, I'm biased, but come on, let's get serious, people. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Hey, Dad.